what's up? It is Levi, and I am making a video because I am 6 months on testosterone. Technically 6 months and 3 days, but, you know, I'm late. Oh well, who cares? So this is going to be a little bit longer of an update since it is my 6 months, and I kind of want to go through everything even if it was in past videos. So yeah, sorry if it's a little bit lengthy. And I do have a list this time, just because I know that I tend to ramble, whatever that word is. So yeah, the first thing, like, I'm going to go through 3 categories: physical, social, and then emotional. And I'm going to just try and keep them short, and that way this isn't a 30-minute video. Okay, so the first change I'm going to talk about is physical, and it is my voice. Just because it's something that has changed so drastically since I started T, which I'm going to try and do a voice comparison as soon as I can get the clips off my phone, which has been a pain in the ass for some reason. I think that my voice is getting ready to drop again just because here it feels thicker. I don't know how to explain that. The next change is hair, body hair, facial hair, hair everywhere. I was pretty hairy pre-T. I don't have a lot of pictures of that, but I do have a couple, so I'll probably post them on my Tumblr because I'm going to do like a text update too. But now I'm just hairy as fuck everywhere. My stomach has gotten extremely hairy. My chest, like, is getting really hairy, especially like in this area, like right here, and it's starting to come down. So I'm probably gonna have like a happy trail all the way up. Facial hair, I'm getting a lot of long, blonde, thick hairs. I do have a few dark, thick ones. I'm hoping that my facial hair will start to darken soon. I've been using this stuff called Beardzar, which I have the bottle, but I'm not gonna grab it, just because it's all the way back there and I don't want to get close to the camera. So I've been using that for about a week now, I think. Maybe a week and a couple days. I don't think that's long enough to notice any difference, but maybe it is, because I feel like my hair just all around is growing faster, because I just got my hair cut and I need to go get it shaved again. Which hair texture, I don't think it's changed much. It's not like getting more coarse or anything that I've noticed. My body hair is thicker than it used to be. I used to get like the thin wispy hairs that were just long, and now they are a little bit thicker. I'm getting dark hairs like on the back of my arms, and just like randomly really dark long hairs, and it's weird because they grow up instead of down with the rest of my body hair, so I don't know what's up with that. But yeah, that's a thing. Muscle gain. I've gained about 15 pounds in muscle, and the first 10 pounds of it was when I first started testosterone within the first like 3 months, I want to say. And then the rest of it has been gradually, and that's just an estimate. I weighed like 207 pounds in July, and now I weigh 198. So that's a 9-pound loss, which has all been body fat, and I can just tell because like my clothes fit me a little bit differently. And I've just noticed that like my arms are a lot bigger. Like there's not a lot of definition there, but they're definitely bigger. So are my calves and my thighs, which is nice because it's getting rid of like my saddlebags on my thighs, which is something that I've always been super like about. My forearms, yeah, also that's arms, but yeah, those are getting pretty muscular. I also have, what are these? I think these are trapezoids. I have those, which you can't really tell in this shirt or in a binder because my binder kind of pulls everything down. But I have muscle there too now. Next thing is acne and skin oiliness. I am breaking out like a motherfucker. I don't know if you can tell on the video, but it's really, really bad. And my doctor said that it'll happen when you start to grow facial hair, which I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming it's true because I have been growing in a lot more facial hair, but I also just got my levels checked, and they were really low. They went from 807 to 671, which is 130 something point drop within a month. No, not even a month, within a couple weeks. And so I just upped my dose. And it's like a whole syringe thing happened where like it was really weird, and like my doctor taught me how to use a syringe, and she taught me a really weird way, and so when I got new syringes it changed, I guess, I don't know, but basically I was giving myself too high of a dose, or higher of a dose than what I was supposed to be getting, like what was prescribed. And that was keeping my levels really good. That was keeping it at 800. And then when I got new syringes, and I started giving myself the exact amount I was supposed to be getting, my levels dropped really bad. So that's caused a lot of skin oiliness, a lot of acne, and I feel like my changes did stop for those couple weeks. I did re-up my dose. I'm now on 4.44 mLs a week. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. I don't know why that didn't come out. So I'm hoping that'll help with the changes again. And then also I'm really hoping it will clear up this acne and my skin oiliness, because it was going away. Like my skin was starting to clear up really good. And now it's just crazy breaking out. So that's the thing that I'm hoping changes. The next thing I'm going to talk about is chest size, which kind of fits into fat loss and like weight gain and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to do like a section on that, which I'm also going to talk about PCOS because that kind of does play into it. So I was diagnosed with PCOS, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome, and if you Google it, it'll give you like a list of symptoms, but I've also heard different things from my doctor and then also my endocrinologist. So basically for me, I have a bunch of tiny cysts on my ovaries, and I also wasn't producing enough testosterone or enough estrogen for my body to regulate itself, which caused metabolic disorder. And basically that's when your metabolism doesn't work right. So instead of your body burning off calories throughout the day, my body was storing them and not burning them. So I gained 20 pounds over 2 months living in Oregon. And then I moved back here and I gained another 10 pounds. And then being on testosterone, I gained 10 pounds of muscle. So that brought my weight up from 150 when I got to Oregon to 200 over the course of that year-ish, or over this past year actually. So I've been working really hard to get that off, but in that time it also caused my chest to grow, which I've never had like a small chest, but a few years ago, like 3 or 4 years ago, my chest was a lot smaller, and that's because I was a lot skinnier. But now, as I'm losing weight, I have a lot of chest muscle. It's just hidden because I have a large chest size. Like, and you can tell, like, right where, like, my pec muscles are, it's muscle there, like, it's flat there, and it's just muscle. You can see the muscle, and then it's, like, hanging there, which sucks, because I wish that I could just, like, work that away, but I think it's a lot of skin stretching, and I think it's a lot of actual tissue and not a lot of fat, so I'm not, like, 100% sure about that, but it's something that sucks. I can't say it's gone down, though. I can't say that my chest size has really changed other than gaining muscle and losing fat there. So now it sags a lot more and it doesn't look as nice as it did before, I guess. I don't know. I don't like my chest, but it used to be a nice looking chest, I guess. So I think that's all for physical changes. I'll probably remember something later and end up rambling anyways, which I was trying to avoid. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is social changes. So as of July 26th, I am legally Levi Styles dirting. I went to court that day, I got my hearing, I got all my paperwork, and I started changing all my legal stuff. So now everything has changed with my bank, on my driver, or my ID. I don't have a driver's license, I don't drive, I'm lame. I have to change it on my phone bill. I'm not really sure how to do that because T-Mobile's weird. And then I'm waiting for it to change through my insurance, which I think is the last thing because it's already changed through Social Security. Oh, and then I need an affidavit from my doctor to change my birth certificate, which is dumb and I haven't done, but my doctor hasn't contacted me. So, yeah, I'll work on that eventually. And then also on the 26th, I did get my gender changed legally to male. So everything does say male now. Another thing that has, I guess, is kind of socially is a lot more people have been calling me Levi, and he, him, which is really cool because for a good while, even though I was out to everybody, or pretty much everybody, they were still birth naming me and, using she, her pronouns. So that has changed a lot. I mean, people still slip up. It's going to happen. I slip up on cis people and I'm like, oh yeah, oops, sorry. But it has gotten like 100% better. And it's really cool. Sometimes it gets a little weird, because I'm hearing Levi so many times throughout the day and it's not like, it's something that I'm adjusting to hearing people I know say just because I was so used to them birth naming me for so long. Like out in public, it doesn't bother me. Like, if I'm going to Starbucks or something, I give them the name Levi and they call it, and I'm like, okay, that's me. But like hearing people I know say it is almost like, I don't know how to explain it. And maybe I'm weird for that. I don't know, but it's just different. What else? Passing sucks. I don't know how well I pass, honestly. I feel like I pass a lot more, but I still get mammed and I still get missed and all that kind of stuff. And like my voice has definitely helped me pass more because people will hear my voice and they like assume that I'm male, which I am male, so I guess they're not assuming, but they know, I guess, I don't know. But if I'm not talking, or if I'm not like directly interacting with like a worker or something, then I do get mammed and I get missed. And that happens more so when I'm with my girlfriend, which I don't know why. I don't know if they like assume we're lesbians or what. I don't really know, honestly. But it's something that sucks, and it's something that I'm dealing with. Like, I know I'm male, I don't give a fuck what you think. So I'm trying to like keep that mind frame, but it does get kind of difficult. Another social change, I don't know if this is actually considered a social change. I guess it would be considered a medical change. But I did go see a surgeon. I had a top surgery consult on the 12th of this month. I went in and I saw Dr. Childers here in Riverside and talked to him. I like his results, as long as I can choose what procedure he does. And just because I feel for like my body, like my specific body type, a certain procedure will work and another won't. And that goes for a lot of people. Like if you have the chest I have, I doubt that you can go and get keyhole and not have, I don't know, I doubt that I could go get keyhole and I would be satisfied with it. And that's just for my own body. I'm not judging other people's results or anything. That's just how I feel for my body. But I'm waiting for my doctor to get back to me with a referral, which my doctor has been MIA for 2 weeks now, I think, yeah. I got my blood work done, and she was supposed to contact me and tell me if it was okay to up my dose or not. She didn't contact me, so I upped it anyways, which is bad. Don't do that. You're not supposed to do that. And she was supposed to write a referral for my testosterone, so my insurance will cover it, and she was supposed to write a referral for top surgery so my insurance can start working on that, and she's just been on MIA, which is really weird because I was on the like patient portal thing that they have, and my file has changed, but she hasn't contacted me about anything, so I don't know what's up with that. I ended up emailing her again, asking her to contact me ASAP, because like I'm gonna start work soon, and it would be really cool to have a surgery date to be like, hey, look, these are like, I need this off, and like I'm willing to work whatever I can work, but I'm gonna be healing from surgery, which I am stealth at work, which I've only met like the hiring manager or whatever. I haven't even gone for orientation yet, but I'm not out there, so I wouldn't even tell them I need ribcage surgery or something. I don't know, but that's just something that I'm gonna have to handle when it gets there. So that's it for social changes, and then I'm gonna talk about emotional changes, which I guess I'm gonna give you a trigger warning. I'm gonna be talking about dysphoria and just like things that pertain to my mental health and like how I'm feeling. And I don't see a lot of people talking about it, so I don't know if it's like something people are avoiding or whatever. But if you don't want to hear about my emotional hardship and me complaining about life, go ahead and click off. Everything else has pretty much been talked over. This is just going to be the last part of the video. So emotionally, I've been struggling a lot, and it's weird, and I don't really know how to completely talk about this, which is something that I've been trying to wrap my head around, and I've even tried talking to my girlfriend about it, and like it's hard because she doesn't understand everything, just because she's cis. She doesn't understand everything about being trans, but lately I've been having this feeling that I wish I could split myself into two people. I wish I could split myself into the girl I identified as growing up and into Levi, the man I am now. And we're going to call the girl me Spencer, because that's what I was going to change my name to. When I was still identifying as a girl, I had no intention of transitioning at that point. But I wish that Spencer could go on living her life fully happy and, doing everything that she wanted to do. She wanted to play Madison Square Garden. She wanted to do so many things that now I can't even imagine doing. Like, me, I want to go into psychology. I want to open an LGBT center. I want to do stuff more that way. And she wanted to be a rock star. She fucking wanted to be on stage playing guitar and jumping around and rocking out. And I just wish that that's something that she could have had. Like, and it's hard. I don't know if it's because I feel like I had to kill her to be me, which, I mean, isn't entirely true, because she was me and I'm still me. But, like, looking at old pictures, or talking to people that I haven't talked to really since my transition, just makes me feel like the girl that I'm looking at was never actually me. Like, I feel like she died. And maybe I'm having a harder time with it because she is a person that I would have loved to know. And, like, I don't know. Like, it's just so weird, and it's just such a weird feeling overall. Because I don't know, I just wish that she could be alive, and I wish we could be friends, and I wish that we could hang out, and I wish that I could hear her playing music, but I can't. And that's something hard to wrap my head around. I don't know. Like, how do you deal with that? How do you deal with feeling like you killed a part of yourself? I don't know, because I'm not dealing with it. Not well, anyways. And, like, there's just things that are different now. And, like, maybe I've been having such a hard time because my levels have been so weird. And so that's been messing with my depression and my anxiety and my dysphoria. Like, God, my dysphoria has been so bad. And it's, like, pertaining to everything. I feel like my voice isn't deep enough. I feel like it needs to drop so much more. I just feel like it's not as deep as everybody thinks it is. I feel like I look exactly the same as I did pre-T. Like, I want top surgery so bad. Like, it's all I think about. And that's something really hard because it's something that is, like, literally, it's like right here. And the world is telling me no. You know, from my doctor not replying to me and knowing that I wouldn't be able to pay for surgery without my insurance. Like, I can't do that. I can't afford even the base fee is $7,500, and that's if there's nothing that goes wrong in the operating room. That's an estimate of how much fat they're taking out of your body when they do lipo. Like, that's all estimates. It's not even base, and a lot of times it ends up going up to $10,000. And, like, I haven't even started work yet. I haven't worked in almost a year now. So that's just something that if my insurance isn't helping me, it's something so unattainable. And, like, I'm totally grateful for the things I have. I'm grateful that I get to bind. I'm grateful that I get to pack. And I'm grateful that I'm on testosterone. But, like, I still have these feelings of I'm getting nowhere. Like, I see all these people that are going so much faster in their transition. Like, there's guys that are 3 months on T and they have a shit ton of facial hair. Or, you know, there's people who aren't even on testosterone yet, but they pass 100% all the time. And I know that I shouldn't compare myself to other people, but it's really hard not to do it. So yeah, just emotionally, I've been having a lot of problems. I've been having a lot of guilt. Just feeling like I did have to kill off, you know, Spencer, like, she's dead. The only thing that didn't happen is there was no funeral. Because the body is still living, but she's dead. And that, I don't know, it's just weird. And if anyone who watches this video, like, knows what I'm talking about or knows how to explain it better, message me. Leave something in the comments. Go on my Tumblr, like, do something, message me, talk to me about this, because I don't, like, I just need someone who understands. And I'm going to end my video here before it gets too much longer, because it's already 23 minutes long. So thank you for watching. My Tumblr, my personal Tumblr, I'm not going to even link my transition Tumblr because I don't go on there. My personal Tumblr will be down below. And maybe my Instagram, which I don't really post a lot on that anyways. But if you want to go follow me there, go for it. You can see my weird life. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching.